So Dead by Daylight dropped more Lara Croft skins in the game. I don't know what's going on because I thought that Lara Croft wasn't staying in the game. Maybe she is. That was a rumor. But she looks worse than ever in these new images. And I have to show you guys, I don't know what is going on. Clearly, this is also partially Crystal Dynamics' fault because I mean, they give them the assets. They tell them what they want it to look like. So this is entirely Crystal Dynamics' fault. I said Lara Croft isn't allowed to be beautiful anymore. Look what they did to her, which as you can see, this is in the classic remasters. This is Lara Croft looking as she should. Beautiful, womanly, feminine. There's that. And then you have this. What did they even do? And what is up with those proportions? I thought that perhaps Crystal Dynamics learned how proportions worked because for some reason they don't know basic proportions and that people typically aren't built like this. This is an abnormality. So if they want to act like this isn't realistic, well, because I mean, it's stylized. So no, it's not entirely realistic, but there's some degree of it. If you wanted to make it realistic, you could do a realistic version. This isn't realistic. People are typically not built like that. She's got a super long torso and then she's got super short legs, especially at the calves. What is going on? She's built like a hobbit. She's built like she actually has dwarfism. That is actually a genetic abnormality. What is going on here? And it's just like, this isn't supposed to be Lara Croft. So here she is. And then she's got her Rise of the Tomb Raider outfit here as well. There's more. There's more. But wait, guys. So here you have this. What even is that? What even? That's not Lara Croft. I don't get it. It's some people are, there's actually a couple of there's one comment that's like, oh, this looks like Survivor Lara's face too. I love it. It doesn't. Even the reboot Lara's face looked better than that. What is this? This looks like fan art. That does not look like Lara Croft at all. And why is her mouth open but she has no teeth? What is going on? What are they doing? This is so embarrassingly bad. So you have this. She kind of looks like Sandra Bullock in this, which Sandra Bullock is really pretty. But just saying, this is not looking like Lara Croft at all. Oh my word. What even is this? And then you have this. And you know what's funny? Is when I saw this, I was like, okay, it's cute, but it's not Lara Croft. It's cute in a Dark Crystal way. Does she not look like this? So I don't know. Some people are just like, they're just happy that she's not ugly and that she doesn't look like a man, even though in some of these images she does look like. In this, I think she actually looks ugly. On this, she looks like Sandra Bullock on she just didn't get enough sleep or something. So it's not terrible in terms of attractiveness. This picture, I don't know. There's something about, there's no nose bridge at all. It's a little jarring. But in a weird way, in like a mouse kind of way, she kind of looks cute. But in a very weird way. But she doesn't look like Lara Croft. That's the biggest issue. Some people think it's a win just if Lara Croft doesn't look like a man. But she doesn't look like a man anymore. Okay, but that doesn't mean it's a win. Can we stop celebrating? It's like, okay, is that all companies have to do now? Does all companies have to do is make something extremely terrible and ugly and tragic, and then they can make something not even good, but you'll still eat it up because it could be worse? That's what I don't understand about all of this. My thing with Lara Croft, right? My criteria for Lara Croft is not that, oh, she has to look as sexy as possible and as attractive as humanly possible. That's not the goal. The goal is Lara Croft needs to look like Lara Croft. So yes, she is beautiful. Now, if they made a version of her that is objectively more beautiful than this, that's still not the goal. The goal is that she needs to look like herself. And she looks beautiful. She has very characteristic features. She's got full lips, so she should have her full lips. She's got, she just has her curvy, athletic build, so she should look like that. And if they want to make her more realistic looking and less stylized art, you can do that. we have a blueprint. Look at Angelina Jolie, who has a bunch of her features. And no, that doesn't mean I'm saying you have to face scan Angelina. For some reason, every time I say that, people are like, yeah, but they can't do that because then they would have to pay Angelina Jolie. In what universe am I saying they have to do a 1-for-1 face scan of Angelina Jolie? I'm not saying that. I'm saying give her features that are similar to Angelina Jolie's features, because Angelina Jolie is an IRL real life version of Lara Croft's features. The full lips, the arched eyebrows, the eye shape, the face structure, the strong but still feminine face structure. Angelina Jolie has all of that. And people unanimously, for the most part, know that she actually portrayed in terms of look especially, but even in attitude, I think she portrayed a classic Lara Croft just perfect, despite her having issues with Lara Croft when she made the movies. But she still looks like her. She just happens to have the same personality too, because she acts like her. So it worked out. But yeah, this doesn't look like Lara Croft. It looks like a girl in cosplay. And does she look as ugly as she could have? No. She looks like a mouse here, and it's kind of cute. I'm not even gonna lie. She's cute in a mouse way, but that's not Lara Croft. She just doesn't look like herself at all. And that's the problem. She needs to look like herself. Why is that too much to ask? But for some reason, Crystal Dynamics is just super opposed to that. So here we have her in the game here, which I guess it's a little bit better lighting, but still, it's just not like, if you were to see this, would you know that was Lara Croft? I mean, not unless you've played Rise of the Tomb Raider and you know all of the outfits and you're a fan of specifically Rise of the Tomb Raider. But if you would be thinking of Lara Croft as in classic Lara Croft, there's no way you would make that connection with this. It doesn't look like her. It just looks like generic combat gear girl, right? And then here you have this. Again, what is up with those proportions? Lara Croft is supposed to have long legs. She's long, athletic legs. That is her features. I don't know why they will not give her her characteristic features. I mean, come on. These legs are short. Not even average height. They're short. They are disproportionately short for her torso length. I don't understand why they are so hell-bent on giving us this. It's not Lara Croft. It doesn't even look close to Lara Croft. Oh, you want her to be more grounded, this, that, and the other? The answer isn't to make her look completely unrecognizable. I don't understand that. But anyway, this is where we're at. And no news of actual Tomb Raider game stuff that we were supposed to have an announcement for a long time ago, but they are in development hell, meaning they don't know what the crap they're doing with things. And this is really Crystal Dynamics' last chance. If they make a flop, Embracer will fire them, and Embracer will hand off Tomb Raider to somebody else, or Tomb Raider will just be buried for a long time, and we won't see it for a very, very long time. So I don't know if Crystal Dynamics is scared. They don't know what to do, and I've made a video about that recently. But still, we're seeing in all of these collaborations just disappointment after disappointment. So I'm sick of it. I am so sick of it. Please just give us a recognizable Lara Croft. I'm not asking for her to look like a bimbo. I'm not asking for her to be super sexualized. That's not the case. Just make her look like herself. If you actually played the classic games and you see Lara Croft, yes, she was beautiful. Yes, she was curvy, but they did not play on giving her this sexualized personality and things of that nature. It was just, okay, here's a beautiful woman who shoots T-Rexes and is a rebel and a rambunctious person, like a sociopathic thrill for adventure type thing. Like, no, you don't have to have all these sexual themes. I'm not saying that, but the classic games didn't have those. So if they don't want to do that, I just don't understand, because what is their excuse? Their excuse can't just be that. They are deliberately making her look abnormal, but in a bad way. So their art has no style to it. It's ugly. And I know this is Dead by Daylight, but Dead by Daylight also doesn't have that much of an art style either. Their characters aren't notorious for being super artistic masterpieces, but this is something that has been signed off by Crystal Dynamics. So there you have it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. And as always, I would love to see you on my Bible channel where I've got a ton of vlogs there. So would love to talk about Jesus with you guys and life and all of those things. So thank you again for hanging out with me. I will catch you next time. And in the meantime, go boom.